All right, Layah, so what's sparking this move right now? What's going on?
Great to be back, Charles. Thanks so much. So look, I think what's really sparking this rally is the fact that the market now has more clarity. Previously, we saw many whales, custodians, major companies taking very risky positions. As a result, many of them have actually been liquidated. And so we're now at a point where most of the leverage has actually been flushed out the market, giving the market this opportunity to reset. Now, because Bitcoin has been able to remain roughly around $20,000, that's a key psychological support level because that was the high of the previous bull market. So now retailers are starting to FOMO back in because they believe that this could actually be the bottom. And so they don't want to miss the opportunity to buy as much Bitcoin as possible at the potential bottom of this market. But I do want to make clear that this could possibly be a bear market rally. It's very normal during bear markets to actually see different cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum start to rally anywhere from 20 to 50% between 1 to 2 weeks. We saw this in 2018 and 2019. So all you have to do is zoom out and see that there is this downward trend, unfortunately, right now. So this possibly could be a bear market rally.
But having said that, you know, I've had a fair amount of Bitcoin guests on in the last 2 weeks, and some have said it could go to 14,000, others even 10,000. You know, is it dangerous, though, to try to game this? If you're, you know, I mean, we know a lot of tourists and media types, they kicked the tires, they threw it in the towel. But for folks who are really seriously considering this, I'm looking at the chart. I think it closed above 24,000. I don't see anything in a way to 29, 30,000. So, you know, do you play that game of trying to pinpoint the bottom with Bitcoin?
Look, you should never try and time the market. And I definitely think that $10,000 Bitcoin in this current market right now, short term, is definitely possible. We do have to consider the geopolitical situation. There's a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. You know, Europe is very unstable right now. And all these things are going to affect the market. Right. Inflation, you've been talking about that on your show. Obviously, that's going to affect the market. Quantitative tightening as a result of inflation. We're now seeing more of interest rates globally are going up. And as a result, that does start to actually strengthen the US dollar. And when that happens, other alternative asset classes like Bitcoin and other luxury goods do start to depreciate. So
let me jump in here one second.
Not that I'm a financial advisor, but
Layah,
advice caution, that's all.
I've got less than 30 seconds, but the action in the last 2 weeks, Bitcoin versus gold, do you think it's making the case, a greater case, that maybe this is indeed truly that hedge against inflation and everyone said it was?
It really depends when you buy Bitcoin, right? Because ultimately, if you buy Bitcoin and you hold it for 5 years, you're going to be in the green and you're going to be up, which means it is that hedge against inflation. It's not very smart to start buying an asset at the top of a bull market, which many people did. And so the best thing to do is always zoom out, have a 5-year long-term plan. And then, yes, it can act as a much better hedge against inflation than gold.
All right, Layah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.